Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
What's your name?
My name is Parth Patel, and I live over here in 700 North Main Street, Findlay, Ohio.
Okay, now I'm going to interview you in certain questions related to culture. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, the first question.
Yeah.
Did you experience any cultural shock while studying at the Finlay?
While studying, as such, no culture shock, but uh, I feel something difference in education system. Like it's compared to my country, the education over here is modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but the professors over here are very friendly and they are helping compared to my country. So this is the culture.
That's the difference you
Yeah,
found here,
yeah,
right?
from here in Finland.
Okay, it's like you came here in August, right?
Yeah, I came here
So
just 2 months before.
you found the difference since the 2 months you came.
Yeah.
Thank you. Another question. How do you think that that culture is different from the American culture?
About the culture, like according to culture, it's like I can see the freedom over here in United States.
Yeah.
Like and the people are very friendly. They are giving us. They are with the smiling faces on the roads. Even I'm a stranger for them. They are smiling to me and asking me like, "Hi, how are you?" That these all things are not in my country. So something that is good. Yeah.
That's the difference. Okay, like it's like you talked about freedom.
Yeah.
Can you go a bit deep?
Like freedom, the like this. I'm not that much I have experience about, but I can generally I can say that like there is nothing any like social norms like typical thinking like you have to do something like this or like that. Every person has a freedom over here, like whatever they want to do.
That's not in your country then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. What are your reactions? What were your reactions when you found yourself a bit different from the American culture?
Yeah, like before coming to the Finlay, one of my friend from the Chicago picked me over there because I have 7 hour of break in Chicago. So he picked me and I was there in Chicago. And the first culture shock I found there is I've never seen this much American, all these American people, so many American people
Yeah.
before coming over here. Because before coming over here, uh, I in my country we consider the American people as foreigners.
Foreigners, yeah.
Foreigners.
Yeah.
And I have not seen that all these so many foreigners are American people in my country.
Here you became a foreigner,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. That's good. How do you feel that American culture affects your culture? Do you feel like that?
Yeah, as I told you that there are no orthodox feeling, like
Yeah.
no typical uh, thinking like you have to do like this, you have to do like that, because our ancestors have done like this. There's nothing kind of like typical thinking over here. As I told you about the freedom.
Yeah. So you believe
Yeah,
that
I believe that after uh, uh, when I go back to my country, I can feel I will definitely feel the change that
changes, yeah.
yeah in myself.
Yeah, that's good. Did you find any difficulties in the food?
As such, no difficulties in the food because I'm a vegetarian and
Yeah.
I can find all the vegetables and everything I eat in my country over here. Like from Walmart, I can buy the vegetables, fruits, and everything.
Yeah.
And even in the restaurants like Chipotle, McDonald's, they have foods available for the vegetarian people. So no problems about the food.
What do you think about the traffic and the driving rules in Finland?
Yeah, about the traffic rules, I feel they are good compared to my country over here because there are rules and they follow the rules very strictly.
Yeah.
And especially one thing I noticed over here compared to my country that they whenever the police or ambulance or fire truck coming from the behind, they especially give them a space because they can understand that they have an emergency.
Emergency.
So they understand that is this thing is not in my country. The rule is there, but people don't follow.
Yeah.
So this is a good thing about the traffic rules over here.
That's good. So, another question: what do you think about the friendliness of the Americans?
Like as I told you, like people, I can feel that the people are very friendly over here.
Yeah.
I'm a stranger. I'm international person for them, but still they are behave with me like I'm a normal guy for them. They don't. There is no racism or any
Yeah.
differentiate. Different. They don't differentiate me from them.
ख्याल से आप कौन यूज कर Yeah, okay, that's good. So, thanks. Another question: what do you think about the teaching system here?
Like teaching compared to my country, teaching system is very modern,
Yeah.
and the professors are not. I don't feel that professors are strict over here,
Yeah.
and they are very cool. So
Yes. In your country, like professors are strict.
yes,
And
they're strict. We have to behave with them very nicely. Yeah, yeah, I'm behaving very nicely, but there is no such difference between like I'm a professor and you are a student, so you have
Yeah.
to be like this to me.
Yeah,
So it's very cool.
how do you feel about the English language?
Like
Speaking with people, speaking in English, it's like your language is not English.
yes,
So
like in my country, I have a national language of like it's Hindi.
Hindi, right?
Yeah, and we don't speak that much English in my country. We speak I've studied my bachelor's in English language, but because we don't speak that much English language while talking to the in regular life, so my English was not that much good. But after coming over here, I don't have any option about speaking in my language or in different language.
Yeah.
So it's by regular practice and practice, I can feel that my English is improving.
Changing. That's good. So, okay, one more question about the transportation system. How do you think about the transportation? You don't get any sort public vehicles like in your country you used to get them, right? So what do you think?
Like in my country, there are like auto rickshaws and
Buses.
buses, trains are available for the normal for the public transportation.
Yeah.
It is over here, but when I've been there in Chicago, I see that there the trains and buses are available over there. But in Finland, uh, till now, it's I've been here for the 2 months and I have not seen any single
Yeah.
bus or a train. The only option is US cab. You have to call the US cab fee.
Yeah.
And the other option is I've got a cycle from the university.
Yeah.
Like I used to, if I want to go somewhere, I have to.
You have to
take
take
it
it.
cycle.
That's good. What do you think about the clothing of the Americans?
Uh, like as such, no change about the clothing, but they are very in the classes. In India, we have to uh, be in the particular uniform.
Yeah.
But over here, it's very casual. Whatever they want to wear, they can wear. Yeah, it's good.
People, however, people feel free. They use
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
cloth. That's. What do you think about the houses?
Like about the houses, I can feel a lot of difference compared to my country because in my country, they use wood in the houses, but not the whole house from the
Yeah.
wooden
Wooden house. Yeah.
wooden houses. So it is over here. I've seen all the wooden houses, no stone house,
Brick house.
yeah, brick house, and it is very quick to build a wooden house over here.
Yeah. That's good. So one more question about the expenses. How do you think about the cost of living? It is high or low?
Uh, Compared to my country, like it is a bit expensive for me because right now I'm a student. I don't
Yeah.
have any. I don't have any jobs.
Yeah.
So for the student life, when I'm here, it is a bit expensive because my country, if I have to call my parents and I have to tell them like send me the money for this, and in my country it's 64 rupees for $1.
For $1. And
So
that's-
for me,
that's
it's very expensive. I have to convert the dollar in rupees. So it's
Just like
yeah,
if you get a cabbage from Walmart,
Yeah.
it's $2.
yeah,
So
it's $2. So
if
it's
you get
around
that in your country, it's
Yeah.
around 30 cents or 20 cents.
yeah.
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 So,
So a bit
it's
expensive.
yes. Okay. What do you think about the weather? It keeps on changing, right? Where
Yeah.
you used to?
No, in my country where I used to live, it was changing, but not that much cold over here. Like just 2 days before, the temperature over is around 1 to 2 degrees in Celsius.
Yeah.
I don't know how to convert in Fahrenheit, but
That's
in Celsius,
yeah.
it was around 1 to 2 degrees, and I've heard that it goes till the minus 30 degrees centigrade.
Wow.
So I have not experienced that much cold temperature in my country.
So, as a student, what are the challenges you have faced in Finland? Did you face any challenges?
Like in Finlay, as such, no challenges because the education system I have already studied and experienced in my country was very bit
Nice.
bit nice, but compared to my country over here, the education system is I feel it's easy.
Easy, yeah. It's
Yeah,
easy.
as such, no any there is
Difficulties,
no
yeah.
difficulties in the education system.
Difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss.
Okay.